Former Black Stars midfielder Laryea Kingston has revealed the challenge he faced coaching Ghana's under-17 team, hoping to develop the next generation of stars, but his journey was cut short under shocking circumstances. Laryea has revealed that he faced serious interference and threats while leading the team. As a coach, he wanted to select players based on talent and merit, not external influence. When he refused to compromise his principles, he knew his time was up. Frustrated by interference and lack of support, he resigned as Ghana's under-17 head coach.
Beginning of the tournament, the kind of threats I had from the people running the FA.
You were threatened.
A meeting.
Yes. What kinds of threats were they issuing to you?
Yeah. So let's say beginning of the tournament. Okay, the management of the FA came to meet the team meeting. Words of encouragement and all that, and then someone opened his mouth and said, "If you don't win the game against Ivory Coast tomorrow, your coach is going to lose his job."
I see.
You understand what I mean? That
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming from. If you don't win the game against Ivory Coast tomorrow, your coach is going to lose his job. It's a threat. For me, sitting down and listening to what is coming to me, it's a threat. So all those big time, that's when I realized, I don't think the environment is good for me at the moment. I think I need to think about it again to do something about it. So I'm very disappointed. As I went, trust me, I as anytime that thing comes to mind, I shed tears. I shed tears because of what myself and my technical team, which I appreciate them a lot, they are so amazing. Their work ethics is phenomenal. I can't take anything away from them. When we started, I brought the idea to the FA that this is what I want to do. This is how I want to scout my players. And the FA supported it, which I appreciate. I went all over the regions for 1 month, 2 weeks. We went all over the regions. We don't go home. We go region to region, traveling on the van, region to region. And I will tell you, at the end of everything, almost all of us got sick on the way. Got sick. Almost all of us got sick. But we put in the effort to build the team. But I saw that that team is not there anymore. At least, even if I'm not there, I believe this group of players can be kept, and then FA should take advantage of that group. I don't think they're doing that. When the Spanish team won so many things together, it got to a point that they were struggling. They were struggling because the likes of Iniesta, Xavi, and all those players that they built that were giving them results, they started aging and fading out. They were struggling between those years because they started building something important, something that the time that Iniesta and those people were playing in the first team, they already have U17s, U20 players that they know after 3-4 years they are going to represent the country. So they pay particular attention to those players like Xavi, and all those people now. Iñaki Williams and all those Williams brothers, all of them, they were focusing on those people, and now they are representing the country now for the Spanish team. Unlike a U17 team comes today, as soon as the coach is not there anymore, nobody cares about what he's built already. Like my U17, for example, like the reason why I said I guarantee you that you will not see even 1 or 2 players in that is as soon as I left, I don't think the FA have even picked a phone and then try to contact one of the players that I had in the squad. I don't think they've done that. If they've done that, I'm yet to
I realized, during that period when you were Black Starlets coach, that you had this very strong bond with them, and you could see. I mean, when you left, I remember a goal was scored, and they had some inscriptions which they displayed in solidarity with you. Do you still communicate with them? Do they still come to you, talk to you about their careers and what they want to do, the decisions they want to take?
Yeah, for me, the way I was brought up as a coach, as a youth coach, I every team that I've had my hands on, the first thing I tell the boys is, I'm building a family. They should see me as their parent, and I'm seeing them as my children. So I've had that bond with every team that I've coached, every youth team that I've coached. When you look at my time with Right to Dream, I still have. I still keep in touch with most of them. Nuama, Enokotu, Adingra, all those players that came through me, I still keep in touch. I always make it clear to them that I'm building a family, and I try to keep in touch. The U17s, almost now and then, even from the Sabia group, I still keep in touch. Once a while, I share my number with them. Once a while, they send me messages. If some of them need advice, I advise them. If some of them need a recommendation, I've been doing that. Even yesterday, one of the goalkeepers that I took to Serbia, he was the third goalkeeper. He even called me that he got a contract in Europe, and the club coach wanted to speak with me. Immediately, I shared my number with him, and I asked him to tell the coach to call me. Yesterday, I had a fantastic conversation, solid recommendation for the boy. So for me, I see these kids as my kids, and I always made it clear to them that they should see me as their father figure. So I've been very close to them. That's how come when I left, they were disappointed, one, and also they feel there is something we have to achieve together. There is something that we're building together, but we couldn't make it. So they were disappointed also, and they see the disappointment from me. That's why they support. They knew something big has left, and for me, I don't think it's the end. I think it's meant to happen, and it's good that happened. So sometimes some situations happens for a reason. So
very well.
We still keep our head up and continue what we're doing. I should have stayed on, and this is what I wish to do. This is what I wish to do. That's why I left FC Nochiland to come to Ghana and then try to build something and grow with them to the highest level. But the environment wasn't friendly for me. If I say the environment isn't friendly, there are a lot of things that I will talk about it, but I don't think it's the right time for me to talk about it. But at that moment, I feel the environment is not. I felt the environment is not friendly with me, and if I'm not careful, it's not going to help my career.
Like before you continue, this was the same, so-called unfriendly environment that existed, which you probably may have known about before you took up the appointment.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. But one person have to step up and then try to change something. And for me, the idea is to come in and then try to change the perception of how our football is being handled in the country, which I did. I tried my best. But one thing you should know, I was alone, and the people that I was working with felt I'm one of the odd person that doesn't agree with their principles that they use in governing our soccer. So the best thing for me is to step away and then make them have their way, because for me, I think our football need to be handled in properly. Sorry to say, but from where I'm sitting, I don't think it's very appropriate for a coach who has been appointed, and the management member will. And the coach is having his selection, and the coach try to build a team, and then he asks a player to step out, stay out of the team for now, drop a player, and then the management member will call the coach and tell the coach who is he to drop his player. He doesn't. Not. I hope you are getting me here.
Yeah. So for you, it's the disrespect and the disregard for your role, and the interference. If I get you right.
I might say in my time, interference, I stopped everyone for interfering in what I'm doing. I stopped everyone. But for me, one thing we should know, they are the people running the show. So if they appoint you and they are not getting their way, they will find everything to frustrate you. For example, I have a team that I've built for 3-4 months. We have 2 weeks to go into a tournament, and someone have to call in and tell me, "Hey, coach, can you drop 2 players and replace them with my player?" 2 weeks to a tournament, a major tournament. 2 weeks to a major tournament. I don't think that's fair on the coach, and that's fair on the players, because that 2 players, even if you bring Messi, Ronaldo, all the top players in the world to come into that team, that moment, they will be lost. Because the way I train my team, I have principles governing all phases of play. Principles. Every space, every position that you find the ball, on the ball and off the ball, my players should know the principles governing what they can do on the ball, what they can do off the ball. And the new players that are coming 2 weeks before the tournament, I don't think they can gel up. So it became an issue. Two, we have the team in camp already. All of a sudden, they bring a whole group of under 17 to camp, the same camp that we are staying. And then I had a call that then they gave them 2 coaches. Then they told me, go and watch their training and see if some of them can fit into your squad that is going to play the tournament. And for me, I wasn't happy, but I did. Of course, the players that came to camp, they are all Ghanaians. I managed to find like 4 players out of that. But the plan is progression to the next phase of the tournament, because it's too close. So all the 4 players, I only put 1, but left the 3 out. But those teams that they brought to camp were in camp. And then anytime we have a tournament, we have a match in the game, these are the players that they bring from camp to come and be ball boys. They were the ball boys for our games, only our games. So imagine that if I'm an under 17 player, I'm on the pitch, and then look around and look at and see the ball boy is someone that is playing in the same position. It puts pressure on me. So for me, there are so many things that distracted us, but I was so proud of that squad.
Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more updates on this channel.